right now. So I can't find. Okay. So it's not. Yeah, hold on. So I'm trying to see if the redirect works. So it's going to be Daniel. It's going to have to see if I can search that. All right, it comes up. He's good. We're good. So we're going to be redirected to Daniel after this, guys. You're watching paing. He's not live yet. Yes, he is. I still can't believe Jen called Ryan to put you in. Looks like pretty shit. Help or something? Call to entertain the chat.
Takes a minute here, get everything set up. Does my angle look terrible angle or what? I guess that'll work. This is what I keep all my brushes in. Chicken noodle soup can. Already painted on. It's still a little wet, maybe. No, that looks good. I'm going to set this computer over here. Oh! Perfect channel if you love watching paint dry. Right, I got this other camera recording. That one records in 4K. And this one is only 1080. I'm sweating a little bit. Okie dokie. We're going to start with the Haunter, and then the Ghastly, and then the Jirachi. This is my black paint. It's absolutely seen better days, but I don't like to waste paint. So I just squeeze it until it starts coming out one of these holes here. Aha, right there. Now we put that right there. And then I like to take some of this here
So how many cats you have now? 10.
walnut oil. Good stuff.
Trevor up next.
Big fan of the walnut oil. Sometimes I forget it's on the palette here, and it just runs down my hand. Look, see? Just kind of drip it everywhere. That'll happen. Walnut oil helps with the lines so that it doesn't get all, because this is oil paint. It's like really thick. Look at that. I'm probably spilling it already. Unbelievable.
I am a cat lady, yes.
So we take a little bit of the walnut oil. We mix it with some of the black.
Trevor, we got your sleeves and your promo.
And we just go over what I've drawn here.
Bro's got to have the best collection in the world. No, I don't.
And I got Ryan on in the background. You guys can probably hear him.
I got 9 facts for 7 years for Trevor, baby. Trevor, best of luck, bro.
And I can take a break from doing this painting that takes so long and do something else real quick. Well, not real quick, but like 20, 30 minutes. Here, check this one out. This one's a little bit of a sneak peek for a video that I just recorded. It came out pretty cool. And I can do this in like 30, 40 minutes-ish. It's a little different than Pokemon, you know, but it's pretty cool. There'll be a video for this one soon. Huh? Someone's talking? Yeah, hell yeah. Look, sounds great, dude. Practical and tasty. I watch paint dry all the time. Hell yeah. Only paint left behind on the canvas. Yeah. Yeah, and the pink is pretty cool. I tried to do it in oil first and it didn't look right, so I got some neon paint. I got this here neon paint, and that's what made it really, really pop. So I painted this little tiny one probably like a year ago. And then on that painting I sent to Ryan, I just painted it bigger, and I liked it so much as a big painting. I'm going to paint a whole bunch of them, different colors and stuff. Starting with the pinks and purples. Yeah, it all depends what kind of oil paint you use. It takes some of the oil paint I've used took like a month and a half to dry. Sometimes the hand shakes a little bit, no big deal. There's no mistakes, like Bob Ross said, only happy accidents. I actually just started teaching painting classes at a local art studio. I got one tomorrow, and this is what we're going to be painting tomorrow at the art class. Some mountains, some sky, tree, a lake. I thought it was pretty cool. Hopefully everybody else painting it tomorrow thinks it's pretty cool also. Yeah, I use these I've used a bunch of different kinds of oil paint, and I still have a bunch of weird ones like, wait, this one's acrylic. Yeah. But this is what I use, the Winsor & Newton. That's my favorite. Big fan. Yeah, the Windsor is a little pricey. That's why I use the walnut oil, because it makes it last a lot longer. I used to just glob on tons of paint. Some of my older paintings just have a lot of texture. And I've learned to start from the left and go to the right. See, I did this mu over here. Sometimes I forget, because I'll start smudging it if I'm doing something close to it. So I'm going to start from the top to the right and then work my way down, kind of like that with each character. The one I did for Ryan took 36 hours. I think there was like 25 dittos. So there's 75 dittos on this one. So it's going to take a while.
We got it for alligator. Not great. Not great just yet.
Let's give him some eyeballs here. Some of these dittos aren't smiling. They're kind of like, what's going on here?
Give me one banger.
See, he's kind of like, ugh.
We got the Mewtwo. We'll take that, baby. We'll take the Mewtwo.
A little bit more black with a little bit more of this here linseed oil.
We got a Pikachu, baby. Come on. Not the rainbow sparkly rainbow thing, but bro, Felix the Grass first pack, God pack, baby. Just give me that.
Paint and sip is what I do every now and then. I like to bring a bottle of wine for people because they get all sauced up and have a little bit more fun. Good music playing. Sometimes I sing up there, provide a little bit of entertainment. I already have the crazy hair for the like Bob Ross, see? Now I got walnut oil in my hair. Unbelievable. Oh yeah.
Leave it to like $500. So that Pikachu is 508. Fourth best pull in the set. So these be like Jolly
Yeah.
Rainbow Pikachu.
Yeah, so I take a little bit of the walnut oil, and it's kind of all over the place, but I try to put it in one of these here things, and then you can see how thin it is. You know, it makes it nice and thin. Like that black tube, I've used that for the last like 4 years. You just add a little bit, and it makes it nice and thin. And yeah, if you want to, whenever you get to your tip, yeah, you can twist it, but this brush is so fine, I just got to pull it into a point. With the bigger brush, if I want a point, then yeah, I twist it, but this one's so fine. And I don't even wash my brush. I just wipe it on my shirt, as you can tell. And then I do my best to eyeball match the colors. Look at that. We got some red there on my thumb. Perfect. That'll do. A little bit of blue here. Well, there's still some blue right there. Yeah, it won't hurt to put a little bit more. But what I go through most is white, because I mix my own colors. I just get the basic colors: red, white, blue, yellow, brown, and black. Yeah, Squirtle. Freaking Leonhardt. Twist it up. Come on. Stick it right there. Looks good. Abraham, the next open queue is next Friday, baby. Pokemon's birthday. Yeah, I'd really like to make my own paints from the powder and do the crushing thing. It just seems like it would take that much, so much longer. I make my own canvases. I cut the wood. I got a big roll of canvas, and I stretch it over with these. These are canvas pliers for making canvases. You pull it real tight with this, and then staple it down with the other hand. I like to put the staples on the side, but some of them I put on the back. All depends what you're going for. A big fan of making all this stuff myself, man. If I could make the paint, get my own pigments. And yeah, it's kind of like ink consistency, but not as much, so it doesn't run down. If you could make it real liquidy, and it'll just run down. You'd have to have the painting at like an angle, so it wouldn't mess up and just run smears down. So I don't like it to be too thin. Now let's get a nice purple here, or maybe a pink, huh? A pink Haunter? Let me see. Sometimes I like to change the color on the fly. Maybe. Yeah, we'll make them a little purple here. And the swirls don't take as long as you'd think, because I've been painting like this for like 9 years now. I've gotten pretty good at doing the swirls pretty quick. But at first, they're pretty intimidating. Like when I go to the painting classes, I show people how to do them, and they can do them pretty good. Because I've developed kind of a technique for painting them pretty quick. Maybe we'll make this guy a little darker purple. Too much blue. A little bit more red. Sometimes I mix the colors right on the canvas. I just kind of smear it in until I like how it looks. I want to be able to see his mouth. I want to be able to see that black line right there. So he's got to kind of be a little bit lighter. You can always do this and give him the Van Gogh treatment and just give a couple streaks of light color through them. I've gotten pretty good at staying in the lines and being able to do it pretty quickly too.
What's bebop? What is bebop?
Maybe a bit more white around his eyeballs.
I need more center of the shot,
I'm gonna paint right around that black dot and not even mess it up at all.
I'm sad. Are Jules still popular in the States? I don't know. I smoke Jules. Canada's been banned.
Yeah, there we go.
Guys, we got 8 more center here for the shot. You guys want to buy in? Guys, why do you keep saying like, oh, they're gonna break up? I'm just making sure that Felix's order gets shipped properly, so it gets there.
Go back and do his hand before I forget. Might have to make his eyes a little bigger. They're looking kind of beady little eyes. Maybe he's got a blue fingertip. Maybe he's like a part Shining Ditto. Sometimes I like to do that.
How's arrived perfect today? For me, I packaged that shit. I packaged everything Thursday.
A little bit of the linseed oil helps a little bit, so you're not getting all these chunks that are hard to smear into the canvas. You want to use a real fine, detailed brush. Sometimes I even cut it, make it a little more fine, a couple hairs.
I just want you to do it properly so it gets there. That fits in the bubble developer.
Every now and then I mess up the eyeballs. It's harder to paint 2 little dots in a line for a mouth than it looks. You'd think it'd be easy. But it looks weird if they're too close together or if they're too far apart.
We got 3 new orders. Let's get it, baby.
Maybe we'll take a little bit more white and put a couple more streaks like that. I like it. Looks good. Finish up. Maybe a little pinker. Maybe a little pinker on some spots. Just a few little pink smudges here. A little pinker or more pink. Either one works. Yeah, I like that. I like the pink and purple going on there. Kind of like this chandelier. There's usually a good bit of paint on my brush too. I can just flip it over and keep filling it in for a while. See, like it's starting to get thin, so I kind of flip it over, dab it a little bit, and then pull the paint around even more. This one's up pretty high. I got it on the wall. Oof. Sometimes I get something here to stand on so that I'm a little more eye level with what I'm painting. I'm not no 6'3". I'm 5'11", 6 foot on a good day. Let me see what you said. Handmade canvas, some work. Yeah, it takes a while. Custom sizes. Yeah, the biggest one I've done so far is 5 foot. Bigger than your wife? Yeah, I have a 7 foot. I have a 7 foot canvas that someone gave me, and I've never painted on it yet. I'm a little nervous too. I got to put my computer somewhere better so I can read it instead of kneeling down on the floor to read it every time. Right there. Perfect. Still got to kneel down. Rocks and trees hide a multitude of sins. Yep. Swirls feel like finger painting, or is it brush technique? No, it's all the brush. Yeah, it's all brush. Hell yeah, man. I appreciate you being here, dude. I've done live theater before, so I've been in front of people. I know how it is. Haven't done it for a while. Been trying to just put my life back together a little bit. Life gets hard, you know. Ooh, I like this. He's like a pink tail. Yeah, we're gonna leave that. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, I just started these painting classes I think I started in November. Yeah, started November. They've been going pretty good. I'm going to try to do more instead of at like the art studio. I'm going to print out business cards and do like painting in the park. Anyone wants to come out to the park, I bring all the materials. I'm gonna go business to business with my business cards and see if anyone would like to host a painting event at their place of business, like a pizza place or something, and they get some of the money. I'm a big fan of the Pokemon, so I figured I'd send Ryan one. And if nothing came out of it, it's good enough for me that that painting has a great home, because I have like 2,000 paintings that I painted. Some of them are just stacked up in piles. So if anything were to happen to this place, like burn or something, then they're just gone. So I like to give paintings away for free. I'd love some money for them. Don't get me wrong. I think I made his outline a little too thick on his hands. Let me just fix that real quick. Some right there. Yeah. That looks good enough for now. I can always fix it later. Let it dry and see how I like it later. Now let me mess with his mouth. That sounded terrible. A little too much oil. Linseed oil. Or no, walnut oil. I used to use linseed oil, and that shit made me dizzy. This walnut oil is much better. It doesn't really have a smell. There we go. There we go. Next, we're gonna move on to this here Ghastly boy. Yeah. That stays wet for so long. You can fix it. I'm in Washington State, in the middle of the woods. Originally from nowhere, Pennsylvania, Amishville. But now I'm in Washington State, complete opposite side of the country. Utah sounds nice. I wouldn't mind living in Utah. Start over here. Yeah, I lived in Nevada for a while too. That was pretty cool. Just kind of didn't like the dry desert because I'm from Pennsylvania where it's all green, so that's where my heart is in the woods. So I built this tiny house that I'm living in right now. It's almost done. Could use some work, a little bit of touch-ups here and there, just like my painting sometimes. But it's good enough. I just put a heater in so I'm not freezing anymore. There's no bathroom or kitchen though. But I have a camper trailer outside. That's got the bathroom and kitchen. Yeah, I do miss the snow. It doesn't snow much here. And yeah, I do murals. I just painted someone's wedding photo, and they liked it so much. And I paint dog pictures. Big fan of painting dog pictures. I'm going to get business cards printed out soon, and one of them is going to be one of the wedding paintings that I've made, wedding photos. One of them is going to be a dog portrait. One of them is going to be Pokemon paintings, so I can walk around and hand them out to, like game stores, card shops. Maybe I go to vets with the painting or the animal paintings. Maybe like photographers for the wedding ones. And I'm also thinking about offering like private lessons on how I do this and canvas making, any size, any shape, virtual lessons, virtual classes. I can come up with something like this pink one here. We do a virtual class for the pink one. Let me show you the other one I did. This is a sliding dungeon door here that I put in. It lets a lot of hot air out here, so I kind of stuff this thing up with blankets to keep the heat in. So what you do is you just slide the door. And then there's another room in here. It just disappeared. What? This is the one, just like that purple one I painted with oils. It's all backwards and stuff. I'm trying to get it lined up right. Hiya! There we go. And then this is my dog and one of my good friends with my dog. It's kind of hard to see because it's big. Huh. Look at her face. Kind of hard to see, but you get the idea. I gotta make sure I hydrate. Yeah. Yep, I took a picture of them sitting like that. I was like, that's too good of a picture to not like remember forever. And there's so many pictures we take that we don't ever see again. So I figured I'd paint it to remember it better. Yeah, this one's still wet. Oh yeah, see? Ooh. Maybe I'll take some of that and put it right there. Get a little crazy like Bob used to say. Or you get a little wild and do something like this. Oh yeah, that looks cool. There's more random orbs floating in the sky. And we slide the door back. Perfect. Something fell on my head. This was the last painting class painting for Valentine's Day. I came up with 2 trees forming the shape of a heart. Just go right there. Okie dokie. Where was I? Yeah, you can add me. You can add me on Instagram. It's just the underscore mask underscore hatter. Send me a friend request. I'd love to check out your stuff. Always got to change your hand angle, you know. Mouth. Sometimes the ditto has his mouth open. Sometimes it's just a line. Slitto. Sometimes I'll just dab it, and tap it until I get the size of the eye that I want.
Suck the shit out, people. Yeah, bro, that's my favorite fucking gym routine, bro. My favorite thing to do when I get to the gym is check out cameras. See me stuck the shit about Sean. Sometimes me. It was still Sean. Bro,
Burp.
how they post them on Julie's? No, I check every day, bro.
Whoa. I'm standing on a chunk of wood.
Oh, because he's fat. He got tits. He's gonna get fucking lit up. Marvin's got tits now, guys.
Perfect. See how much paint I got on my phone. Probably got paint on my face too.
What size bra? He's probably like a B cup for sure.
Hmm.
Did he stop doing milky bags? Kind of not great. Marvin is good at both, yes.
He's talking about Arvin, the goated polls guy. He's all right.
He's a personality, just a different personality. A lot of people like him.
One sec. Uno second.
Of course you like if you're his intro. Some friends of him. David, you're up, baby. He's one of the top guys to watch on YouTube. He's funny. Yeah, he's funny. Some personality. Oh, he's very knowledgeable about market. I mean, he deals with it every day. Still coming.
Okay.
It's just Arvin, guys.
All right. I'm going to make this outer bit here pinker. What'd you say here? I think I requested I'll comment on another video when you're not in paint mode. Heck yeah. You can comment. I don't mind. The Big Lebowski? I freaking love that movie, dude. The Dude? It is. It's the same handle. I just have the dude from the Big Lebowski. We have a Lebowski Fest here in Ogden this year. It will be 13. That's awesome. At Tyler Hall. Let me search you up. Which one is it? You see a couple. Tyler Halls. Tyler.Hall, Tyler_Hall. Yours just says Tyler. Ty Leary. I see. Oh, I see you. Yeah, you're the Lebowski. Gotcha. Got it. Sent your request. scoot this thing back or I'm gonna keep falling off it. A little bit pinker right here on the outside. We're gonna make the outside pinker, and we're gonna make the ghastly a little more darker purpler. I like to create words. Pinkier, darker, purpler. Makes sense, right? It makes perfect sense. A little bit more red. He's like, I'm not Lebowski, man. He's Lebowski. I'm the dude. What a great movie. I'm a big fan of movies, man. Like I said, I used to do live theater. If you look at my YouTube channel, I've uploaded a few short films that I kind of, and they're really short, you know, like 5 minutes. And I'm always wanting to make more. I'm always trying to get involved with the local theaters here, and they don't really like me. I just do my own thing. It's all good. I'm happy painting in the woods. Oh yeah, she's coming together now. Maybe a little bit more purplish pink over here.
So it is spelled with an E, Julian. It's spelled with an E, right?
And then whenever you have his mouth open like this, you can make him darker, because then you like make the inside of the mouth pink, so you could see it a little better, rather than if it's just he's like a dark purple and you just have a black line for a mouth. That's going to be hard to see. But give him a little gums. I like to call these ones gummos. Ditto gummo, because he's got no teeth. He's all gums. I still got my teeth. Most of them are real. I used to play hockey and got some of them knocked out. None of the front ones, though. Just like a couple over here and a jaw broken, and yeah, it was a mess. Could be worse. It's the way she goes. Maybe a little right there. A little bit there. Let me see what she said. I do bar trivia, paint nights, junior high stomps. Yeah, that's cool. Air Force and Army for 10 years, lost 4 teeth, and would have rather played hockey. Yep. Yeah, my buddy there in that painting with my dog Penny, he was in the Air Force too. Back in the day, though, he worked on the ejection seats for I think it's like the F1 or F1 Phantom. Yeah, he worked on the ejection seats. And then he got out of there just in the nick of time, because they sent a bunch of them somewhere to die. And he always tells me about that. That's how it goes with the military. You never know.
What was Jen in the Air Force for?
Sounds like Ryan's talking about the Air Force right now too. Now let's see if I like this whenever he's purple. It'd be kind of dark. How dark do I want him is the question. Do I like that or do I like him a little lighter? Oh yeah, that looks cool. A little lighter, a little darker. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. Still got to be able to see his eyes. That's the tricky part. You can't make his eyes pink. They got to be black, beady dots. Beady black dots.
All right, Blake, you're up, baby. Come on. 5 more subs to 100, guys. Get Code Red to 100 subs, guys.
I'll subscribe to him. Who was it? Code Red? Rips. Gotcha.
KB, what's good today? I had to apply for it. I was special.
Subscribe. There we go. Gotcha.
How many special, bro?
Oh yeah. See, sometimes when I'm looking at it for too long, I'm like, I guess it looks good. And then I look away and look back at it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that does look good. That's a good color. I'm a fan. I did put a lot of paint on there so I could just kind of pull it around. Like Bobby Ross used to say, you just give it a little pull there. Give it a little tug. The paint is your friend. It'll go where you want it to go. Guy was a legend. You know, he was in the military. I always thought he killed a dude, but apparently he didn't. But you know who did kill a dude was Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers was in the military also, and he killed a dude apparently.
The royalty is getting modded by me.
Good old Mr. Rogers. Yeah, I grew up like 2 hours from Pittsburgh. So Mr. Rogers was a big deal back there where I grew up. I used to watch him a little bit. I grew up pretty poor, so we didn't have a TV for a while. Didn't have a house for a while either. I lived in the car with my mom and brother for a while. People don't understand how tough life can get sometimes. But if you can get through it, you come out like a beautiful butterfly on the other side. Oh yeah, look at that mouth. Maybe make his eyes a little more big and beady. Yeah, I like that one. That one looks good. Every now and then I'll mess up the eye and then I have to put more purple around it. Maybe we'll give his outline a little more dark right there. Don't want to do too thick. Some of them I don't put an outline on at all. Like this one, he's only got outlines in certain spots. In the Mr. Mime, he's not going to have any outlines at all. So some of them don't have any outlines at all. Looks pretty good. I like them. Let's go to the Jirachi. Let me drink some water here first, actually. All my stuff is Van Gogh. I get the Van Gogh water bottle. Yeah, he looks Let me see what you said here. Back in the day, F-15 mechanic. Nah, nice. Got out 9 days before the invasion, and then yeah. Mm-hmm. Soulless black eyes like a doll eyes of a shark. Yeah, yep, definitely. Yeah, I saw how Bob Ross did that. He practiced. That's what I do for my painting classes. I paint it at least twice. And then so that I'm prepared for like each step. I know which step to do one by one. Yeah, right. He's got a nice mouth, man. And we got the Jirachi. We need yellow. We need yellow, white, and green. Let me get a picture of Jirachi here so I can match these colors. Sometimes it's just easier to search for it. Yellow. Good old cadmium yellow. You know, Van Gogh used to eat this. Not good. Poor guy. He thought eating the yellow paint would make him happy because it's a happy color. And it's got cadmium in it that gives you cancer. He would eat the yellow paint and then he would drink his paint water that he put his brushes. Oh, poor guy. It's too bad, you know. It's too thick, so if it's too thick, I like to just smear the brush onto here, flatten it out. And I really don't care for straight lines at all, because I like everything to kind of look like it's in motion. So a lot of my lines aren't straight at all. That's fine. Tough times that wake you up to the good stuff. Yep. Tough times make the best people. You don't learn about yourself if life's real easy. You just breeze through it. When you're tested in life is when you find out what kind of person you are. all kinds of different struggles in life, you know, financial, health issues, relationships. Pick your poison, you know. You just got to finish the race. Nobody gets out alive, but you can at least finish with some dignity. Hopefully, into an old age, going out, sitting on the couch or something. Hopefully, not on the toilet like Elvis. I'm going to shoot for that one. To not go out on the toilet. Yeah, my painting class tomorrow is at 6 o'clock and usually goes about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So usually about now, 7:43 is around when I start cleaning up. Everybody's finishing up.
Last call, is it time to roll the dice? Sure, Preston, go for it, bro. I usually tell you no.
And I got another painting class next week. Sometimes I don't work on my own stuff when I have so many painting classes because I have to practice those ones a lot. But if I got viewers watching me on YouTube, that makes me want to paint even more. I just got to remember to hydrate and eat and stuff, because I get carried away and I'll paint for like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. Look at that eye. That eye's a little messed up. Sometimes he looks evil because you got like a slant in it. More oil, walnut oil. Glob it on a little bit, I guess. Yeah, that eye looks evil. I'll have to fix that one. Got to enjoy the ride, exactly. Got to kick back and enjoy the ride sometimes. Take a step back and look at all we've accomplished. I'm always like, what's next? What's coming next? Where am I going to live next? Who knows how long I'll be in this tiny house for? But I like to leave the place that I've lived better than I found it. And there was no tiny house on this property before I was here, so I'm cool with leaving this here. They don't charge me much for rent. It's a property and I help out on the property. I grow vegetables and the chickens, take care of the chickens, cut the wood. I check the mail for the guy all the time because he's kind of old. I just kind of caretake on the property. And do lots of painting. I'd love to be able to support myself with my painting someday. That's the goal. But everybody's an artist, so it's kind of hard to get recognized when you don't have any money to advertise. So I just paint what I love, which is the pokey stuff. And then I can save up a little bit every now and then to be able to ship a painting off for free. And I sent one to Rusty, the what's his name? TCA Gaming. Sent one to him. And I figured I'd send one to Ryan next. Maybe I'll send one to PokeRev next. I think he likes Shining Gyarados and the Magikarp. And he used to do Yu-Gi-Oh! And I have a Blue Eyes White Dragon painting in the other room. I just like giving stuff away to maybe help promote. I'm terrible at advertising for myself. Absolutely garbage. I don't know what I'm doing. I just know how to paint. What happened? Well, one sec. I think the camera died. I think the phone died. Plug it in. Uno momento, technical difficulties. Huh. Yeah, I had it plugged in. All right, we gotta use my other phone because that phone died because it wasn't plugged in. It looks like this camera is absolutely disgusting. Clean it off. There's my gun on the wall for hunting. There's more paintings. There's my computer. Here's that painting a little better. There's the Umbreon one. There's another Ditto one. There's paintings everywhere. Here's the camera I usually use to record, but it doesn't hang. I got to buy a little thing to make it so that it can live stream. Yeah, this one's big, man. I don't know why that camera's a little blurry. I like you use the front camera with clear. Here's the outside. Here's the camper trailer. It's sick. Kind of hard to see the tiny house. It's a little dark. I'm gonna have a flashlight here. Let's see if I can figure out how to get this phone. No, I rotate it to landscape. Orientation, landscape. There we go. So then it would have to go like this. It's upside down. Perfect. Oh boy, I gotta look at myself. Yeesh. Uh-oh. It's all falling apart. Now I just gotta lean back a little bit to show the, it seems really, well, right. Aha. Why does it seem so bright? Maybe I'll do something like that, but then it seems real dark. Whoops. And that'll work. That'll do. All right. Yeah, this camera's much better. Yeah, I like it. Where was I? Yeah, hey, if you ever want to buy a painting sometime, let me know. If you have any Pokemon you'd like to get painted, I'd be more than happy to paint it. But just you being here watching is helping me out. I appreciate it. Yeah, the Sunbreon is pretty big. Yeah, that one took a while too, man. But that one I painted for Ryan, 36 hours, that's the longest I've ever spent on any painting. And now it's going to be this one here. It's going to be the longest. Jirachi, right. We got some black smudged on the brush. We got to match that. It's like a pastel yellow. Let me see. Yeah. It's like a pastel yellow. Yeah, it's not about the money, man. It's more about leaving something behind, a lasting legacy of something. I ain't got no kids. I probably won't. I have no kids. Not many girls like a starving artist. Lives in the woods. So I'll just keep painting, and so far I got about 2,500 paintings. Given away a lot of them. Sold probably 100. It's more about the joy of painting, like Bob Ross said. Slide through, everybody. Maybe I should get some music going in the background. What kind of music should I play here? Oof! I got this tiny little Bluetooth. I feel like I should say something to Ryan. He's about to get off. My old phone. Where was I?
Guys, is this from us? We ain't taking shit off, man. We got Saturday tomorrow, we got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
It's hard getting the lighting
Your eyesight's different, Ryan.
good. I want the lighting to look good for everybody else, but I want to be able to see the colors properly.
Guys, is that for us? I'm gonna go smoke my cig. Go sit in the background. Guys, let's go over and enjoy some calming, soothing painting.
Painting, baby, slide through. It's kind of calming and kind of soothing, but I'm kind of nuts too.
Guys, let's get that. Thank you guys for all being here. Thank you guys for all being here.
Just like that movie, The Masked Hatter. I got the same hair as him. It's just covered up right now.
T-Pan with the fun. Jen, Tuck, our king, in tight, love y'all. T-Pan, I appreciate the podcast. That's it for us. Day 31 in the books. Day 31 in the books. 32 tomorrow. I love you guys.
Just put lots of white, a little bit of yellow, a bunch of white. Nice pastel white. Oh, hello.
You're still here?
Be careful with copyright, good sir. Yeah, I know. I gotta play like piano music works pretty good. Or royalty-free music. I gotta find some of that. I usually just Google or search on YouTube royalty-free music. Hello. Oh wow, I'm watching myself. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Right now, I'm working on the Jirachi. So far, I've done the Chandelure, the Haunter, and the Ghastly. What's everybody saying? Saying some cool stuff? Hell yeah. Thank you so much for sliding through. He said it would be a calm painting, but I'm kind of nuts, so it might not be too calm. Sometimes I talk about random crap, so don't mind me. Right now, I'm just trying to match this Jirachi pastel yellow. Mixing colors on the canvas, kind of. What's everybody saying? Let me check it out. Yo, sub up. We here. Cheers. Yo, dude. To you and your hard work. Thank you very much. I look high as fuck. Yeah, I haven't even smoked any weed. I could smoke some weed. I just kind of always look like this. Jirachi, my favorite go mythical. I'm high as fuck. We out here. Hell yeah, dude. I don't know if I could take a rip on camera. I definitely would. Might make me more nervous though. I might start getting anxious. I usually get the "you look like Edward Scissorhands" comment a lot, which I'm cool with. I like Edward. Big fan. Look at that. I painted on the line. Unbelievable. Maybe there's a little bit darker yellow right there. We're all weird too. Yeah, I feel that. You can rip. YouTube don't care. You do you. All left-handed people are artistic. It looks great. Rip it though. Hey, bro, you look like Edward Scissorhands. Yeah. Yeah, my hair's pretty crazy too. It's pretty wild. We'll save that for another day. I like to hide under the hat sometimes. Yeah, I got some dabs. I got some hash. I got some weed from some plants I grew last summer. Came out real good. Used a bunch of weed. I was kind of getting sick of it. Taking a break. Kind of sucks being stoned all the time. Sometimes it gets boring. Be sober for a while. I'll start sweating if I hit that. If I hit a dab right now, start sweating, get all nervous. Sometimes that's not the worst thing though. Makes you pay attention and focus a little harder. And then you hear your heart beating in your neck or something. Oh. You just got to remember to hydrate with the Van Gogh bottle. It's just water. I'm not getting drunk like Ryan. I could though. I got this here bottle of wine. Oak leaf. I got to teach a painting class tomorrow though. Let me show you what I'm teaching tomorrow is this here mountain with the sky. It's like a paint and sip. You can come and bring wine. You got some lake, you got a tree. Pretty cool. And then let me give you guys a sneak peek of my next video. These ones are really, this is like the package I sent to Ryan. I liked it so much that I'm going to paint a bunch of it. It came out real cool. I like to call it, what are those? Because what are those, you know? I don't know, but it looks cool. I'd be coming up with weird shit like that all the time. Big fan of the Pokemon, but I like coming up with weird stuff too. Let me see what you guys said. Where am I located? I'm in Washington State. Originally from nowhere, Pennsylvania, next to the Amish people. They were pretty cool. Had a few Amish friends. And then I moved to Nevada. I had $1,000 in my pocket, and I stuffed everything I owned in my car, and I drove to Nevada, and that was 12 years ago. And now I'm in Washington State in the woods in a tiny house that I built myself. Still not finished yet. There's no bathroom, no kitchen, but I have a camper trailer outside for all that stuff. So one of these days I'll put a bathroom in here, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. And then there's a loft upstairs where I sleep. It's kind of more like a medium house because it's way bigger than 250 square feet. I think 250 classifies as a tiny house. Yeah, I didn't have heat. I didn't have heat in this thing last winter. It was cold. So I just put in a diesel heater and it gets it nice and toasty. 70 degrees outside or inside right now, 37 outside. And I am in Yelm. It's called Yelm, Washington. I always wanted to make a short film because I like to make short films and stuff too. I want to make one called Nightmare on Yelm Street. Just sounds perfect, you know. Make it some kind of weird stuff. Now I got to mix up a light green. I always struggle with the knowing if I should leave him all white. I think I'm going to add a little bit of gray in his body. I appreciate everyone joining and sticking around, man. Could we get a tour of the tiny house I built? Yeah, sure. Show off the Sunbreon? Sure. Let me show you guys a little bit. Hang on. Uno second. Nope, stuff keeps falling down. That'll happen. Let me show off what I got in the mail today. I got this. I got the Sleeping Mew and a PSA 9. I paid, I think it was like $49. Got a pretty good deal on it. Big fan of this card. Let me, oh God, I got to look at myself grabbing the camera. Ooh. Let me grab this thing. Maybe if I flip it over. There's my feet. There's a lot of paintings on the wall. I gotta kind of move these ones down. Pull this one down. This was one for the one painting class. There's the Umbreon, Sunbreon. That's another video. Here's some of my Poke collection. I just got these. Here's some of my Ditto collection. They're kind of dusty. I pulled this. I only opened 4 packs of this, and I pulled it in the 4th pack. Oh yeah, there's art everywhere. They're just kind of stuffed everywhere, man. There's no room to breathe. Paintings coming out the wazoo. Too many to know what to do with. I just kind of kick them around, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" There's this one. Here's the sketch for the one I'm working on now. There's that one, was going to be a painting class. There's the Montbriand and the Espion. There's the wall I'm working on, painting on. This is a sliding dungeon door. Wow, it's pretty cool. You slide it, paintings fall down all the time, whatever. This is the other room. It's kind of not finished yet. There's another painting that's just kind of fallen over. More paintings I've done. Here's the blue eyes painting. Here's an eagle. There's this one drawing. This chick here. There's just paintings everywhere. And then I built this little staircase. Goes up to the loft. More paintings, canvases I made. I make my own canvases. These ones need to be restretched. Pretty cool in here. Do I have a favorite? Yes, I do. This tiny little one right here. I don't know why. I love this little derpy bird. Yeah, you can check out my Instagram if you want. It's the Masked Hatter. _Hatter. Here's another one. That was my first practice one before I painted the one for Ryan. Let's see, this thing will probably fall down again. Whatever. The derpy chocobo, yeah. And then if you want to see the outside, it's kind of dark right now, but I'll take you out there. Okay. There's my little camper trailer. Thing works great for the bathroom and stuff. Another trampoline. That's it. Roll block box out here, strawberries and stuff. She works pretty good. Some outdoor paintings. Kind of chilling there. It's cold out there though. 37 degrees. Oh, my Instagram set to private? Oh, okay, I'll change that. It's not bad, right? Not a bad tiny house. Could be worse, could be better. There's my gun. I don't know if I'm allowed to show that on freaking YouTube. Well, their stuff's falling. 1 sec. Let me get this here set up again. There's the Pokemon soups. Great view of those. Well, yeah, I'm a little discombobulated here. 1 sec. Look at this thing I'm using. It like fell apart on me. All right. Now I just got to clamp the phone back in there. I need an assistant or something, you know? Okay. It's upside down. We go like this. Perfect. I got to stare at my face again for a second. Try not to let it fall over again. Well, stay, gosh darn you. Well, I gotta pick up this light, blind myself with it. Why is it so bright? Okay. It's crooked. Technology. There we go. I'm gonna leave it like that before I knock it over again. Everyone needs a brother Jen. Yeah. Exactly. All right, where was I? I think this got a little crooked. What I like to do is take a screw and screw it into the wall so that it stays perfectly level. Well, that hit me in the head pretty good. There we go. Well, it came loose. We're going to say that's good enough. We're going to call it good, or I'll be messing with it all night. Where was I? Right, I was right here. All right, let me make the IG not private, maybe. Oh, no, because then I got to use this phone that I just set up. I wonder if this phone has Instagram on it. Of course it does, and I can't remember my password right now, so let me see. How do I change that? It's all tilted sideways. Account center, password personal, password security. I don't know. How do I make it not private? Okay, that works. You can drop the link. Rip a dab. Here's what I'll do. I got this jar full of hash. Really sticky stuff. Hashishi. Rip a dab real quick. The Ditto Voltorb goes hard. Yeah, he does. I gotta move everything out of the way, or I'll get paint all over everything. And this will be taking hash rips with Daniel. Maybe I should take my glove off so I don't like get paint all over my hash. I ain't trying to smoke no paint. What you're going to want to do is take a chunk of hashishi, Not this big. That's way too much. You just want a little piece. Break it off. Get your hash nice and packed in there. And this has been Packing Your Hash Bowl with Daniel. And then you get yourself a lighter or torch, whatever. Smooth! And that'll do you nicely. That'll get you done nicely. I just fall over and hit the floor. Duh! I'm all right. I might get a little more weirder. Taking blinkers while painting, nothing better, you know. Maybe I should play some like royalty-free music. This phone's only got 8% left. Should work. I need an assistant. Royalty-free music.
Royalty-free music.
Ooh, synthwave. That'll work. Nope, something else just fell over. Whatever. I'll pick it up later. Is this connected to Bluetooth? It is.
If that never happened, Geico got it fixed fast.
Soup time. It feels good to get going again. It feels good to Geico.
Geico commercial.
Oh, he's getting more butter on his hands than the bread. Holy blubber, is that Viva? Look at how softly it cleans his messy hands.
Whatever. We'll see if it picks up. If not, it's playing on the phone. And then what I do with the paint that's left on my brush is I just kind of rub it on my shirt. And then I'm going for... Why is it not connecting here? You know what? I'm going to put it on the big speaker. All right. Where was I? All right, I was getting weird. Let me know if that's too loud. Let's get it. I appreciate you guys sticking around. Let me know if the music's too loud. Put on another glove. Don't forget to dance while you paint. Keeps things interesting. Just right on the volume. Perfect. Hell yeah. Let's get it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to apply some color. That's pretty much what painting is. Oh, look at that. I went outside the line a little bit. It's okay. It can be fixed. There are no mistakes, only happy accidents. Rest in peace, Bob Ross. Here's what I'm working with here. It's a freaking mess. And this is oil paint. A big ass tube of oil paint. All different colors. This stuff kind of slaps though, the synth music. Nothing like driving around at nighttime to some good synth music. Especially up here in Washington State. Roads get all wet. I got a rear wheel drive car. Slide it around a little bit. It's fun. It's a fun little car. I'm not gonna lie, that hair strip got me sweating a little bit. It's good for you though. Get the blood flowing. All right, now we got to get the green. We're going to do a little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow. Oh, that's perfect. Just like that. Green. We'll make it a little lighter. And maybe a little darker. There we go. I like that. Sometimes I forget to talk when I'm painting. Like I do the painting classes and I'm like, I got to say something. Everyone's watching. But sometimes I just get super focused. That looks good. We're going to move on, I think, to the Celebi. I'm going to chug some water first. That's a must. I cracked the bottle of wine to enjoy with the beats and the chill painting. Heck yeah. Hell yeah. Appreciate it, man. Ain't gotta say nothing. You just out here. Appreciate it. Let's start on this here, boy. sometimes I like to see how fast I can paint and still make it look good too. I've gotten pretty good at painting pretty quick and it still looks good. I can still follow the lines and everything. Bounce all over the painting a lot. Sometimes I'm up there and then I go from there right down to here. Just so I don't have to smudge it. Ooh, I don't like that eye. Okay, that looks better. Much better. Like I was saying before, the eyes are a lot harder to paint than it looks, because if they're too close together, it looks funny. If they're too far apart, it looks funny. They're too big, it looks funny. They gotta look like my friend Tyler was saying, kind of like a soulless shark's beady eyes of a doll or something. Little black dots. Pretty cool painting with a bunch of people watching me though. I usually just do this all alone with the headphones on. Very cool. Now I want to give a shout out to Ryan for having all the Raiders come over. I don't think I said that yet. Appreciate it, Ryan. But like I said before, it's what means more to me is having that painting have a great home. Because I got a bunch of paintings here, and if this place burns down, then they're all gone. So it means a lot to me having the painting have a good home. Well, this thing needs charged. 1 sec. One sec. All right. Now we need some celery color. That gonna be a gummer, Ditto? Yeah. These are the gummers. We can see his mouth open. Now I like to clean my brush on the shirt. Going for a celery green. Make it a little bit lighter down here. Looks like I kind of obliterated that black outline. Let me fix that a little bit. There we go. Going for that celery green. And then maybe a little bit darker up there. Feeling this one. It's like some positive, inspirational stuff. Stay positive. Stay hopeful. Be yourself. Those are the vibes I'm getting from the song. But I also like to say that kind of stuff too. Celery head. Celebi head. Get some of that, put it over there. Right here on his antennae. There too. I like it. Green. I like it. Let's give him some green pants. A little darker green. Celebi wears pants. I like to think so anyway. Maybe she's flying around naked. Maybe. A naked piece of celery. That works too. There we go. Nice. Make the foot darker green too. Put our leftover green right there. Grab some white. Yeah. I get way too excited about painting. Looking good, celery boy. This is slapper too. And the wing, I guess it's kind of like a whitish, bluish-ish. Too much blue. Or light. Looks good. Sometimes a little chunk paint sticks around and I don't like that, so I just grab it off. It's like a hard piece of paint or something. Which one next? Should we do the butterfree? Might as well. That's the end. Right. I gotta get a better setup for live streaming, that's for sure. This thing sucks. That looks good. Is this the brush I was using? No. That was it. Yes, sir, it does. Let me try to move this closer. Technical difficulties. Bring this up. A bit more. The whole thing's just gonna fall on my head, probably. Unbelievable. Wait. Oh, that one fell out. I feel like I should just duct tape the freaking camera. Stupid thing. Let me show you what the problem is. I got these legs on the camera holder and they just keep popping out. I gotta put them back in. And they just keep falling out. So, new plan. I'm setting the camera right here on top of the other camera. Perfect. Here's where I keep my lunch. Stuff's about to fall over. Definitely need to get a new camera holder thingy for the phone. like it. Give him a little smile. It's not a gummo, it's just a regular mouth ditto. Give him a little hand right here. Butterflies have hands. Why wouldn't they? This Butterfree's only got 2 legs. I didn't give him no 3rd leg. I could have though. There's a diglet down there, so that's the 3rd leg. All right, we do this here weird looking hand. Straight lines. I like it to look like it's moving a little bit. Because once you add the swirls, it really looks like it's moving. Look at that. I got some blue on it. Probably some blue on my hand somewhere. Whatever. That'll happen. Ashtray and a couple of books, huh? Try the hammer approach. I got a hammer right here. Just kind of chilling on the wall. Use it for all kinds of stuff. I'd be hammering stuff in all the time. Tiny house life, you know, lots of stuff hanging on walls. Gotta get that use of space. All right, what colors are this Butterfree? My first time painting a Butterfree. Looks like we're gonna go with purple body, blue hands, blue feet. Okay. That's way too bright. That's way too bright. Maybe it'll turn down. Oh yeah, there it goes. Backing up a little bit. That's a little bit better. It's hard to see the colors without some decent light. So the wings are white. I might not even paint those. What is that, a hair? That'll happen. Sometimes if the eye isn't good, if it isn't round, then I'll go and round it out like right around now whenever I'm filling in the color. Yep, there we go. Much better. I might fix that eye a little bit. I might have to put more black into that one. Make it a little beadier. More beady. I like to create my own words here. Beadier works. That'll do. A little bit more red, make it a little more purplier. Purpler. Darker purple. A little bit. Sometimes I'll go over the same character 3 or 4 times just to change the color, which means you're painting it 3 or 4 times, but That's fine. I'd rather it look the way I want it to look. I don't know this music, but it's pretty catchy. It's kind of easy listening. All right. Now we're gonna give him some blue feet. Maybe a little bit brighter blue than that. A little dark. There we go. Oh yeah. That's a nice blue. Very nice. Look at that. Maybe a little lighter blue. And maybe not so blue at all. Maybe we'll make it a little teal. Yeah. There we go. Very nice. And it doesn't hurt to throw a little bit more white there. Okay. Those little handies here. More blue in the hands. A tiny taste of blue. Don't taste your paints though. That's what Van Gogh did, and he went a little nuts. So tiny little touch of blue. Sounds better. Just fill this in there. Maybe his hands are a little lighter. Yeah, like that. Okay. Then we're going to put some blue right here. That's kind of hard to see, so we take a little white. More distinguishable as the color blue. I wonder if I've made these really light blue. How that would look. Kind of like the Celebi wing right here. A little bit like that. Looks good. Not really filling it all in. It kind of looks cool like that. Just a little bit of blue. I like it. And maybe really light up here. Maybe that's too dark even. Need some straight white. There ain't much room left on this thing. Oh yeah. Just white. Start up here, I guess. I don't smudge it. Do my best not to touch what's already wet, but sometimes I do touch it. Like this Mew over here, he's looking good. He's all right. that I find CTR, I just watch a lot of Pokemon stuff. I think it was originally from one of Rev's videos where they were like, they bought out something and they had like a truckload of stuff. It was from one of Rev's videos. I saw him a long time ago, 4 years ago, when I was still living in Nevada. And he just kind of reminded me of myself a little bit. And I grew up in Pennsylvania. I used to go up to New Jersey all the time. Not all the time, like once or twice a year, because that's where my mom grew up. She grew up right next to where Ryan lives. So I'm familiar with that area. He's just kind of reminds me of me, like an East Coast dude, you know? Big fan of Ryan. Always curious to hear how people found Ryan. Yeah, I just saw him in one of Rev's videos, and then I watched him in his basement days forever, when he had the hater count on the background. Been watching him for a while. Look at me advertising for Rice Krispies, man. I'm gonna get that out of the shop. Yeah, I remember those videos. I remember Rev would always be talking about his friend who he got all the stuff that he got for his openings and his videos. And then I think one day they did a video together. And then Ryan started his channel in his mom's basement. And I've just been watching ever since then. Doesn't feel like that long, but it's probably been like 4 or 5 years. I don't even know how long Ryan's YouTube channel's been up. Feels like it's been at least 4 years. I watched him all the time in Nevada. Now we're gonna do the little ditto riding a magneton. Magnemite, whichever one. I think it's a magneton, this one. Let me double check. Magnemite. Yeah, it's a Magnemite. I think the Mew is dry. Yeah, he's good. I can touch him. Magnet is a little tricky. perspective. I don't really care about perspective. Some of these dittos are smaller up front and bigger in the back. I guess they could be like baby dittos. Ain't got to be all perfectly sized, you know. It's your world. Make it how you want it to be. Another Bob Ross quote. Tiny little details with this screw. Tiny little black line. That's where it gets hard with these tiny little dittos. Need a couple hairs of the brush. There we go. Add a little bit more. This ditto on this Magnemite reminds me of Gumby, the green guy. I was a big fan of Gumby back in the day. That was a chill song. It was like kind of dark, but chill. Creepy, but chill. Missed his little hand. I want to get about his tiny little hand holding this little screw. Unbelievable. What I like to do with the Magnemite, get that ditto. Let me get this ditto up here first. Maybe we'll make him pink. Yeah, we'll go pink. Yeah, we'll make him pink. Maybe. Maybe I should make him purple. Yeah, I'll go purple. Because the inside of his mouth has to be pink, you know? Light purple since he's so tiny. Oh, I messed his eye up. It's okay. We'll fix him. Pink outline, purple core, or reverse. Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make him purple, and then give him like a couple Van Gogh like short pink brush strokes, kind of like the Chandelure and the Haunter. See how he's like got a purple hand but a pink hand? Yeah. I like it. Now let me fix his eyeballs. Good. Oop, I made his eye way too big. Well, let's fix it again. These smaller dittos. It's got no teeth. Perfect. One second. Look at these colors. I guess I could do a blue. I'm gonna do blue. He's got magnets that are blue and red. Okay. This one's blue. I think I forgot a line right there. Yep. Little piece of candy. I think it's one of those strawberry things that Ryan's always eating. I got a couple of them. They're pretty good. Make it the color of a screw. Screw color. Got paint on my shirt. Got a white paint. Oh, there it is. Right there. Work. Okay, so I'm going to go with blue. We're going to go with blue. Yeah. I'm going to go with light blue up top. And we're going to fade it into a little bit of purple. Was that the end of the synth wave? No, there's still more. She's going to fade into some purple. Into the pink at the end. Yeah, very nice. Standing on a piece of wood here so I can be level with it. I ain't that tall. 5'11", 6 foot on a good day with shoes on. I like this one. It's a slap. She's a slapper. It's creepy. Like me. I like that one. Good one. if I can do this without messing the eyeball up. There we go. This eyeball looks kind of evil. Make it nice and round. Stretch out the arm. Messed his eye up a little bit. Fix it. Messed his mouth up a little bit. I'll fix it. Okay, now we fix that a little bit. Here. A little light blue. like it. I like the colors. Let me just fix up some of these here black lines. The song goes right there. There. Right there. Fix your eyeball a little bit here, bud. There you go. Looking good. Get your smile a little better. Very nice. Well, almost 10 o'clock here. I got to practice one. I got to. Here's what I got to do. I got to finish this one. I got to do it on a bigger one so that people have an example for tomorrow for the class. So I'm going to call it a night with the dittos and clean everything up. And I don't know, I'll be back at it in a couple days. I'll start another live stream. But 47 people still here watching. That's awesome. Highly appreciate it. Thanks everybody for sticking around this long. Very cool. Hell yeah. Let me play some slappers here and hit this thing one more time. Cheers. It's a little different than Ryan's cheers. I'm in the woods too, so I can slap this music as long as I want. Cheers, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bread bugs bite. Peace.